Good evening, and a good evening to everybody here on the 145.190 repeater. This here is what we'd like to call the 190 Santa Net, and we'd love to have you all in here. If you've got young'uns or grand-young'uns, or it don't really matter if you're a full-grown adult and you believe in Santa Claus, well, by golly, check in with us. Santa is standing by, and we have we have a way you can check in via the internet. All you got to do is go to 190santa.com and click on check in, and you'll get in there and you can check in on the Santa Net, and Santa can address you directly. All you got to do is jump in there and check in and tell Santa what you want for Christmas, and, well, you know how the rest of it goes, but we'd love to have you in here on it. Let's, for those of you who do not have internet access or anything like that, let's go ahead and stand by for just a moment after we do this and find out what everybody wants for Christmas. Let me, first of all, thank the repeater owner, Randy Johnston, into GE, for allowing us to call this net this evening. I'm not sure if there's been a previous Santa Net on this particular repeater, but I'm honored to be able to call this one. And I hope it's something we can do from year to year and make it a regular tradition here on the Mount Mitchell repeater. But thank you so much for taking a few minutes to tune in this evening. And let me go ahead and stand by for check-ins. Anybody out there, anywhere, don't matter what your call sign is or anything like that, if you want to check into the 190 Santa Net, please call WD4WNO or Net Control. Look at that, the big guy checked in right off.
I'm still here. I'll check in with you, Andy, in 4STF.
All right, Steve, you want to talk to the big guy here in just a little bit?
I'll just say hey to the big guy. I got too much for him to blame me. He might think I'm been a bad little boy, so I won't go over no list. But hi to Santa there. Believe in you there, buddy.
Well, Steve, I hear you've been wanting a dog, and I'm checking this list, and I do believe you may be on that nice list for the dog. But now, some of those other things on your list there, Steve, you're on the naughty list. Well, anyway, how's that?
Merry Christmas to you anyway, in 4STF.
Well, Merry Christmas, Steve. You have a good time, and just remember the reason for the season there.
Net Control.
I love it. Station calling Net Control. Go ahead, sir.
AM4 GNX, third-party traffic. I'm going to hand the radio. She wants to say hello to Santa and tell him what she wants.
Okay, Dave, we'll go ahead and stand by and get ready to do that. Let me go ahead and acknowledge Eric, KD9BUT over in Mills River. He's got 2 for Santa tonight. Jenny, who is 10, and Jordan, who is 9, and we'll get to you back in just a minute, Eric. Stand by with those young people, and we'll get you in here in just a second. W4WNOK and 4GNX. Go ahead, Dave.
Eric?
Santa Claus, for Christmas, I want a doghouse and fit 2 dolls and new dolls I want inside it.
All right. Well, sounds to me like you'll have a lot of fun with a dollhouse. Now, don't let your Uncle David there help you play with those dolls, okay?
He says you need your brother, mister.
Well, you're kind of staticky there, David, and have a little trouble hearing your station. You must be far away, or I'm up in the clouds far enough that I'm having trouble hearing you.
Roger that. Okay, Andy, back to you.
Okay, now keep in mind, Dave, the North Pole is a long way from Avery County, so sometimes it's a little bit difficult to hear you. But we're glad that you got in here this evening, and we're glad your little sister got in with us this evening. Let me go ahead and take just a moment to recognize Eric, KD9BUT, the Wednesday night net controller for the Prepper net over here, the Amron CPN net. We're glad to have Eric here tonight, and Eric has got two young people that'd like to speak with Santa this evening. KD9BUT, please call net control.
This is KD9BUT, Eric. Got Jenny and Jordan here. Excited to chat with Santa. Back to you.
Well, Jenny, we go ladies first on this particular frequency. Good evening to you. What would you like to have for Christmas?
I would like briars for Christmas.
Well, now, what in the world would you do with them? Well, we'll see what we can do. What would you do with them?
I would play with them.
Okay. Is that all you got on your list tonight?
Yes.
Well, okay. Well, you have a Merry Christmas. And we'll see what we can do for you, okay? And Mr. Jordan, what have you got on your list tonight?
I want a camera. Lily.
Well, now, what do you like to take pictures of with a camera?
Lots of different things.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Are you wanting to be a photographer when you grow up?
No.
Okay. Well, Jordan, you still behave like you have been, and we'll see what we can do for you, okay? Merry Christmas. You have anything else on your list?
No.
Okay, well, you have a good night.
I think Jordan wants a new FT991.
I'll have to double-check that list.
I was kind of thinking that, too.
Thank you, Eric, for bringing those children by, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas, too.
Well, we thank you very much, Santa. This is KD9BUT, just sitting on the side, listening to Santa. Back to the net.
Merry Christmas.
KD9BUT-WD4WNO. Thank you so much, Eric, for calling in on the net this evening. We'll acknowledge Garth KC4M, Kilo Charlie 4 Mike over in Arden for everything he's done to make this net possible this evening. Let me also take a minute to acknowledge Finn, WD4CGC over in Asheville. Finn is the one who is responsible for this entire website that we've got up here. And if you haven't heard about this, all you got to do is go to 190santa.com, and you can check in via the internet, or if you don't have internet, or if you just prefer not to do all that typing, all you got to do is call Net Control right here on the 190 Santa Net. So if you or you have children or grandchildren who would like to check into the Santa Net this evening, all you got to do is call WD4WNO or Net Controller. It'll hook you up. Let's see, Jimmy's over here, AI4PD, Alpha India 4 Papa Delta, over in Maggie. Call Net Control, sir.
Well, I don't know whether he can get in the radio or not, but I do see James, AI4PD over Maggie Valley. Merry Christmas, James. And I hope you're on up in the snow that's supposed to be over in that area, or will be coming in a day or two. So, Merry Christmas to you, sir.
station calling. Go ahead, sir.
Control, this is Kilo Juliet 4, Zulu Echo Oscar. I'm here with my brother-in-law, my mother, my stepfather, and my lovely sister. And we're I'm going to try to work. I'm going to hear Travis Keller with Santa Claus. Roger.
Hi, William. You're a little bit scratchy into the repeater this evening, but I'm sure Santa can pull you out a whole lot better than I can. So let me go ahead and stand by and let you go ahead and call Santa. But good to have you guys in here this evening. Go ahead and call Santa.
KJ4ZEO, Mr. William, and the family there. Merry Christmas to you. What in particular would you like to have there, Mr. William?
I trumped my brother.
You're going to have to say that again. That's just the wind whistling in my ears here, and I didn't quite hear that.
I trumped my brother. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. No problem. I understand. Sometimes it is ladies first. So what would you like for Christmas?
Peace on earth and goodwill to men.
Oh, I got a big old bag of that, but I hope it hadn't spilled all out. You know, these reindeer go pretty fast, and sometimes they dump some of that very nice and easy stuff to pack, and I hope I've still got some in the bag, but I'll certainly give it a whirl and see what I've got for you.
Thank you so much, and God bless. Merry Christmas.
Well, Merry Christmas to you, too.
I don't know where that came from. She must have got into a hole spot in her body. It's not my sister. KJ4ZO, back to you.
Well, William, don't you want to say what you would like to have?
I already got what I want, but I'm gonna turn the mic over here to Eric, and he's actually someone that we all need to be blessed that we have. He's part of the infrastructure that keeps us safe here in the United States of America. Stand by for third-party traffic from Eric.
Hey, good evening, Sam. This is Eric. You know what I'd really like this afternoon? Something a little unconventional for a city boy, but I'd really like a IR bow so I can hunt those, deers and things like that. A little bit different than a city boy would probably want, but that's what I would like for Christmas.
Oh my, Eric, hang on. The reindeer are going crazy. They hear something about shooting deer and oh, hell, Rudolph, get back over here. Gee. Oh, whew. I think I got them under control now, Eric. Gee whiz, that scared them half to death.
I'll keep them safe. You know I'm talking about. Maybe I'll just go ahead and take a little squirrel, something like that.
Oh, man, got me sweating up here. Had me all tore up. Oh my. Well, we'll see what we can do for you. Thank you for what you do, sir.
Santa, thank you very much. This has been enjoyable, my little thing here. You carry on to all the youth out there in Western North Carolina and in the Southeast. Thank you very much for everybody for taking care of this. KJ4ZEO, good evening.
All right, William. Merry Christmas.
Well, thank you so much for checking in, William. We appreciate you and yours checking in with us on the 190 Santa Net this evening. And I'll remind all stations who are out there tuning in this evening that if you would like to check into the 190 Santa Net, it's pretty simple stuff to do, really. All you got to do is go to 190santa.com and click check in, and you can check in that way. Or you can just call Net Control. Pretty easy stuff. But we'd love to have you come and join us for the 190 Santa Net this evening. And let me stand by for just a moment, since we don't have anything checking in on the internet right this minute. We'll stand by for check-ins. If you've got a child or a grandchild, or if you're a fool, would like to talk to Santa for just a moment, it's real simple to do. Just call WD4WNO or Net Control.
W4WNO. Evening, Santa. Please check in Whiskey 4, X-Ray, November, Charlie. John in Weirville, and I've got my son Caleb. He is 7. He's standing by.
W4WNO, and you for you.
Control, please recognize W4XNC. John with Caleb over there, and NU4U Grady. We got you over in, I believe you were in Marion. I'll get that right in just a minute. Let's go ahead and take these two stations check-ins, and go ahead and have John W4XNC call Net Control. Well, call Santa. You don't have to call me.
Santa, this is W4XNC. Really excited to hear you talking tonight. We've been wanting to see Santa and talk to him, and we finally get to. I've got Caleb here with me. I'm going to turn the mic over to Caleb, let him give you a chat.
Looking forward to it. Good evening, Caleb.
I would like a hover bike, and my sister would like some mini toys.
What kind of bike was that again, Caleb?
A hover bike?
That's what I thought you said. These reindeer are having a ball up here, and they're so noisy I can't hardly hear over them. Now, do you spell your name with a K or a C? We've got so many Calebs in our name list, I don't remember how you spell yours.
K.
All right, all right. And what's your little sister's name?
Kenzie.
All right. Well, is there anything else you'd like to have for Christmas?
Maybe some spy gear.
Oh, yeah. I hear you. All right. Well, is there anything else you would like to ask for your sister?
My sister would like a toy makeup table.
Oh, how precious. Put that beauty on her face. Not that she needs it anyway. All right, Caleb. Well, thank you for being the voice of your sister, too. You have a Merry Christmas, okay?
You have a Merry Christmas.
Santa, thank you, and thank you for everybody out there, all the kids listening. Get lined up and ready to tell Santa he's listening for you guys. I appreciate you. This is W4XNC.
Merry Christmas, John.
Well, Merry Christmas, John. Merry Christmas, Caleb. And I missed your little sister's name, but Merry Christmas to her as well. It's good to have you all in here this evening. And it's good to be able to give you an opportunity to speak with Santa and let him know what you want for Christmas. I know he'll fix you all up, that's for sure. Let's see here. Let me remind all stations right now that if you would like to participate in the 190 Santa Net, it's pretty simple to do. All you have to do is get on the internet and go to 190santa.com, click on the button that says check in, and you can check in via the internet, or if you don't have internet access or you just prefer not to do it that way, all you have to do is call Net Control, and we'll get to you here in just a moment. Let me go ahead and recognize Grady, NU4U. That's Grady over in Marion. Call Net Control, please, sir.
W4WNO, and you for you. I just want to say howdy and good morning, good afternoon, or evening, should I say. And hello to good old Santa. I know he's busy, so that's all I have to say. And you for you, expecting it?
Well, Grady, you and Graham and Ruth have a very Merry Christmas there. And, yeah. Andy, I had a message. You need to remind them about the QSL cards that are available.
Well, you know what, Santa, you got a real good point there, and I failed miserably to mention that, but any of you who have checked in on the net so far this evening, and any of you who will check in here in the next few minutes, all you got to do, if you want that QSL card, is just let us know about that. There's a page on the internet where you can go do that. You can check in, of course, via the internet, and you can go to, I missed the page, but there's a link there on the main page where you can click to get that QSL card and fill in your name and your email address. That would be the licensed operator's email address. If it's valid on QRZ, we'll make sure you get that customized QSL card from Santa himself. So let's go ahead and do that. And there's another elf standing by over there willing to fill those out and get them out to you. Toot sweet. We'll just put it that way. So make sure you get that card, and that is something that you will have for as long as you're around to remind you that you've spoken with Santa this evening. Let's take some additional check-ins now for the 190 Santa Net. Please call W4WNO or Net Control.
W4WNO. And Andy, please check in KI4ZEK, Lynn and Aiden. And if you would, check out that woman of mine in, Miss Tammy, KJ4KJN.
Net Controls, please recognize KI4ZEK, that's Lynn, and KJ4KJN, Miss Tammy over in Maiden this evening. Now, you guys, you got to speak to Santa for just a minute. I know there's something you got to want for Christmas.
KI4ZEK, Mr. Lynn down there in Maiden, and KJ4KJN, Miss Tammy down there in Maiden. Now, Lynn, I'm sure there's something you'd like to have for Christmas. Oh, Comet, stop it! Comet found it. That Rudolph leads the way. I'm sorry there, Lynn. Go ahead and see what you want for Christmas.
Well, good evening, Santa. You can tell Comet if he don't straighten out, he might become deer jerky. That'll straighten him out real quick. As far as for Christmas, I just want Santa to take care of all my friends. I've got everything in the world I need, so I'm happy as a lark. But would like to have peace on earth and goodwill toward men, and well, I just don't know if that'll happen. Might be out of your league there. But yeah, just take care of my friends and I'll be happy. Thank you, Santa.
Well, like I told William's sister there, that peace on earth and goodwill towards men is in a bag that's probably spilled out by now, the way Comet and Rudolph are acting up here. They just, oh my, they're feeling pretty frisky. And whoa, gee, get back to line there. I'm having a heck of a time with them. That four-letter word. You have a Merry Christmas, and hopefully you'll get what you need.
Thank you, Santa, and you have a good Christmas and a safe trip Christmas night.
Well, he's going to have one more trip ahead of him, and we're sure glad that he's taking the time to join us this evening. That's for sure. Santa, thank you so much, and there got to be some more kids out there, some more people that want to check into the 190 Santa Net. Let me remind you that all you have to do is to sign in on the internet, 190santa.com, or if you'd prefer not to use the internet, all you got to do is call Net Control, W4WNO. So when you get to the internet page, for those of you who are using the internet, just click on check in, fill out a little bit of information there, and it'll pop up on the screen, and we'll recognize your station and the kids that you have to check in. And we would love to have each and every one of you in here, because Santa is willing and able and very eager to speak with each and every one of you. And we appreciate you checking in with us here on the 190 Santa Net this evening. Please call Net Control or WD4WNO. KE4VXC. That's KE4VXC. Go ahead, sir.
Just trying to keep it legal.
Roger, Roger. Appreciate that, Chet. Any additional stations wishing to check into the 190 Santa Net this evening, please call WD4WNO or Net Control.
Oh, no, Andy. I got some wind in my ears. Did you say nut control? Or did you say net control?
Well, really, Santa, to tell you the truth, you're right in both ways. The nut control portion of it comes up at 9 o'clock this evening on the gee whiz, I wasn't expecting that one. That comes up this evening at 9 o'clock on the 6600 net, but we can make as much of a nut control station out of it as you'd like for us to. But, oh, you just threw me for a loop. I love it when it happens that way. Let's see if we can't get another check-in or two. Well, let me let you go ahead and toss a little something back at me before we do that. Call that control.
Well, see, I've been checking your list there, and your name on the list, and I live way down on that good list. But you're barely on there, on the tattered edge down there, Andy. You got a little improving to do between now and the next time I come through.
You know how we do things over here, Santa. We try to do the best we can, but, you know, we all slip from time to time. But that doesn't mean Santa's not going to come and see you. That is for absolute certain. And so whether you've been good or bad or indifferent or whatever you've been here for the last little bit, then my Granny Santa still wants to talk to you. So you jump in there and call Net Control or jump on 190santa.com and click on check in, and then throw your check in there. This page refreshes every few seconds, so we'll get your message almost absolutely live. And we'd love to have you in here. Any other station wishing to check into the 190 Santa Net, please call WD4WNO or Net Control.
Well, Andy, I don't believe you deserve coal, but I got a bag of for you hauled out. I don't know what you'll do with it, but they're no use to me now. Mrs. Claus has made the cookies out of all the walnuts, and I don't need the shells.
I thought you said you didn't believe I deserved crow. I've eaten a few of them in my time, but I probably didn't make all that out. The repeater seems to be cracking up a little bit this evening, Santa. I'm not sure what's going on there, but we're trying to make it out the best we can.
The trouble hearing me, they may have tore up that antenna they're frisking around. Do you know what Santa Claus's favorite cookie is? Fruitcake cookie. And Mrs. Claus makes the best. And for anybody out there that could answer my question, was Mrs. Claus's name before I met her?
Santa, I think we lost the last couple of words of that. If you want to give it another shot, that's fine. If not, we'll go ahead and continue.
Well, I was just asking if anybody knew what Mrs. Claus's name was before we got married.
I always thought it was Mrs., but maybe I'm wrong.
No. Her name was Jessica. Merry Christmas. And because of the wonderful fruitcake cookies and her being able to make reindeer pull in a harness, and with my magic, how we become pulling the sleigh with the reindeer. See, for many years, I ran the world around with my bag of goodies, but the older I got, the fatter I got, the slower I got, the more kids in the world there were, and it all slowed down.
All right, let's see if we can get another check-in or two for the 190 Santa Net this evening. If you're out there and you want to check in and you have children or grandchildren or anybody's children, for that matter, that want to speak to Santa, all you got to do is go to 190santa.com and you can check in early, or you can call Net Control.
Kilo 3, Mike, Tango, Romeo.
Control, please recognize K3MTR, Kilo 3, Mike, Tango, Romeo. Go ahead, sir.
Just wanted to check in and say hello to the big guy there and send my regards and gratitude and appreciation for him. I'm very fortunate. I got everything I want this year. I don't got any children here, but like I said, just wanted to do a quick check-in and check out and say hello to him and hope he's prepared for the big night. And 73s all around. Take care. K3MTR.
Well, good evening there, sir. And good evening to the little children there with you. And I hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas in your household.
Recheck.
Let me take just a minute to remind all stations that if you're interested in checking into the 190 Santa Net this evening, all you have to do is go to 190santa.com. It's over on the internet, and you can click check in and put all your information in there, and we're happy to have you there. And if you would like a personalized QSL card from Santa himself, it's pretty simple there too. There's a little doodaddy on the front of the page there, and all you got to do is click on that, fill out a little bit of information, and Santa will send your child a personalized QSL card, not just one card, but one for each of your children. And if you've got a valid email address on QRZ, then Santa can get that out to you toot sweet. So make sure you do that, and we'll stand by and get some more check-ins here in just a moment. We did have a recheck. Let's recognize that station. Go ahead, sir.
I have a question. I wonder if he likes donuts. Info STF.
Now, see, I might have a donut once in a while there, but boy, they give me heartburn. But now those fruitcake cookies, oh my goodness, they're good.
Oh well, I lost that on the. See, I was trying to get on the good boy list, but it didn't work. I tried, Andy. Info STF.
Andy, can you correct me on that last call sign, please, sir? The 3 calls.
Yes, sir, Santa. That is November 4, Sierra Tango Foxtrot in for STF Steve over in Forest City.
No. The one before that.
Let me back up. That is Kilo 3, Mike Tango Romeo, K3MTR.
Oh, my goodness, my Lex Dixie kicked in. Sorry about that. Okay, thank you. If you can carry on for just a moment there, Andy, I'm going to get something and be right back in about a minute or two.
Sounds like it's time for Santa to get another cup of hot chocolate. I think I would too. It's the appropriate time to do just that. Let me remind all stations, if you're interested in checking in on the 190 Santa Net this evening, just go to www.190santa.com, click on check in, and we'll have you on the screen here instantly. And if you've checked in on the net this evening, or if you plan to check in on the net and you'd like a personalized QSL card for your child or grandchild or whoever you might have to check in, just go to that same page and click on QSL card, and Santa will send you or your child that very own personalized QSL. So make sure you do that. So if you want to check in, you can do it that way, or you can just call W4WNO or Net Control. Please call for check-in. Hearing nothing, we'll remind all stations to stand by for the 6600 net. That's coming up this evening at 9 o'clock, 2100 hours. If you'd like to check in on the 6600 net, we'd love to have you. It's always an adventure. We always have a bunch of check-ins, and the more the merrier as far as the 6600 net is concerned. So we'd love to have you there. We'll stand by one more time for check-ins. If we don't hear anybody at that time, we'll certainly we'll close it up for this year and stand by to get things done again next year. Any station wishing to check into the 190 Santa Net, please call W4WNO or Net Control. Hearing none, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up for this evening. We thank all stations that were able to check in this evening with us here on the 190 Santa Net. This is the first year doing this, as far as I know, on this repeater, and hopefully it will be something that we can repeat from year to year and get more people from time to time check in with it. But we appreciate everybody who took the time to stop by and check in this evening, and Santa Claus thanks all stations too. Let me just stop right where I'm at, because I just saw somebody else come up on the screen. And let's go ahead and recognize this fine station and get their people checked in here. KI4BDQ, Kilo India 4 Bravo Delta Quebec, and Penrose, I believe was the name we've got on the screen there, and the child's name is Astoria Gray. Please call W4WNO or Net Control.
Net Control. This is KD4CJF wishing to check in.
Kilo Delta 4 station, go ahead. I caught the Kilo Delta 4, but I missed the suffix.
Kilo Delta 4, Charlie, Juliet, Foxtrot, Rick in Fairview.
Okay, Rick, you have young ones that would like to check in with Santa this evening?
No, I just heard you on. I was actually trying out a newer radio to me, and I wanted to see if it would get out.
Oh, it absolutely is. You're doing real well into the repeater this evening. Full quieting, sounding real good. But you have an opportunity to speak with Santa and let him know what you want for Christmas if you'd like to do that.
I don't think Santa brings what I need. I appreciate the call, the opportunity.
Very fine, sir. Thank you for stopping by the 190 Santa Net this evening. We're tickled to death to have you. And we've got you marked into the log. And thank you so much for stopping by, and hope you'll stop in with us on the 6600 Net at 9 o'clock this evening. We'd love to have you there as well. Let's see. Net Control will recognize KI4BDQ, Kilo India 4 Bravo Delta Quebec. Please call Net Control.
Can you hear me now, Andy?
I hear you, Santa. Go ahead. We've had a check-in from KI4BDQ, and okay, that station is having problems with the radio, so we might have to do a one-way Santa to Astoria. I believe that was the way the name is pronounced. But anyway, Patrick is having problems transmitting this evening, but he's checked in here with the 190 Santa Net. It's KI4BDQ. You might want to recognize that station, sir. I'll leave that to you.
Well, good evening, Astoria. Miss Gray over there at Penrose. Hope you're having a Merry Christmas there. And good evening to Patrick. Good to have him aboard tonight. Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas over that direction.
Very good, Santa. Thank you so much. Let me give Patrick another opportunity to transmit before we go ahead and move along. I don't want to miss anybody that's in here that wants to speak to Santa. We certainly want to hear you. So let's go ahead and give Patrick one more opportunity to check in. Hopefully we've got his radio problem straightened out by now, but let's go ahead and give it a shot anyway. KI4BDQ from W4WNO.
Well, one of my elves told me he was having trouble earlier today. So it's probably going to be impossible for him to be able to talk to us in the air.
Okay, well, you get that information before the rest of us do, Santa, so we'll take that in confidence and move right along. But we certainly appreciate Patrick and the story stopping by this evening, and glad to have him in here for just a little bitty spell. Any other station wishing to check in the 190 SantaNet, you can go to 190santa.com, or you can call W4WNO or Net Control.
Well, these confounded reindeer are just about to wear me out tonight. I'm going to have to get my whip out on them. Hold on now. Hold on, Prancer. I said I'm going to have to if you don't straighten out. Comet, you better get Rudolph lined out up there. You see, Comet's the smart one of all the reindeer. Rudolph's the only thing right about him is his nose.
I got you there, son. Hopefully they'll calm down and straighten up and fly right for you come Christmas Eve. But we appreciate you jumping in there with us this evening. Let me remind the following stations to check in, go back to the website and click on that QSL card link and put in your information to receive a customized QSL card for each individual child that you've checked in this evening. All you have to do is go to 190santa.com. Those stations are KD9BUT, that's Eric over in Mills River, and KI4BDQ, that's Patrick over there in Penrose. If you guys will go back to the site and fill out that information and get that personalized QSL card, there's another elf standing by over there just itching to get that information filled in and get that QSL card out to your child, and we sure appreciate you guys stopping by this evening. Let me stand by one more time for check-ins before we close the net this evening. Any station wishing to check into the 190 SantaNet, please call W4WNO or Net Control. Okay, hearing none, we'll go ahead and close the 190 SantaNet for 2018, and this is our first annual. We hope to make this an every year event, so we hope you'll join us next year for that, and we hope you'll join us in about an hour and 7 minutes for the 6600 net here on the 14519 over repeater. Glad to have you all in here this evening, and I'll consider this a success, and I don't know what you think about it, but we had a number of check-ins this evening for no more advertising than we did. So I'll let you get the last word in, and then we'll close the net out this evening. Santa Claus, please call W4WNO.
W4WNO. I count a total of 14 that I have on my log, including you and myself. And Merry Christmas to everybody out there listening, too scared to pick up that mic. Whoa! Doggone it, Comet, I told you, keep Rudolph in line. Merry Christmas. Andy, does this radio sound any different than the other one?
I think it sounds real good, Santa, good and strong in the repeater. A little bit of crackle, but nothing getting a twist over.
Okay, I'm thinking that old one has been wet too many times on this sleigh. I'm going to have to replace it. Alrighty, I'll get out of the way. Whoop! You just about run me into that cloud. Some of these clouds are hard. They got ice in them. I'll get out of here and get these things back to the barn and let Roderick, the elf, wipe them down, rub them down, and give them just a little treat. Not a whole lot, though. Everybody on the frequency here, have a Merry Christmas. Ho, 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 ho. KE4VXC.
Thank you very much, Santa. And with that, we'll close the 190 Santa Net for 2018. Thank you all so much for participating this evening. We appreciate it so very much. And we hope you'll join us next year for the very same net. We'll have the same website up, the same old people controlling, and, oh, well, we might not have. We might have to flip for it next year. I don't know, but we hope you'll join us. Bring along the kids, the grandkids, and we'll welcome you with open arms indeed. Thank you so much for stopping by this evening. 73 all around the net. W4WNO closing net for this evening. Please join us for the 6600 net at 9 o'clock Eastern this evening. W4WNO back to normal amateur radio use.